something happens that causes an offense. Let me get the word offense so y'all know what we're talking about here. Many shall be offended. See, when that happens, a spirit can come up in someone. Let me get that word offend in the Greek there. What verse are you at, Elder Lloyd?
Verse 10.
10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For a while. Mm-hmm. Matthew 24:10. When you look at this word, offended, offended means to entrap, that is, to trip up or to stumble. So when you cause another person to feel a certain type of way about you, what happens? They'll get offended and they'll do what?
And shall betray one another.
Then they'll betray you. They'll sit back, even though they're not telling you what they're going to do. They're looking at you. But in their minds, vengeance is in their mind. So now, they're thinking of how they can stop and hurt you. This is what they do. Mike. Can you kind of close that door, please? This is what they do. Okay? Read.
And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another.
And shall hate one another. So they're going to start doing spiteful things to you. You know what I'll do? I know what I'm going to do. And this has been a threat in the ghettos for a long time. This has been a threat. People have been using this in the ghetto for a long time. If you have a neighborhood spat, they'll call DHS on someone and say someone is not taking care of their children. This has been going on in the neighborhoods. Using government over a neighborhood spat. This is what they do. And who did this? Who allowed this to happen? The Civil Rights Movement. This is what the Civil Rights Movement wanted. They wanted the government to have control all up in your zone. When really at that time we understood who was doing what to us. But now you got DHS coming in. You got Planned Parenthood coming in. Here it is, somebody knocking on your door saying they DHS. You're like, what? Well, we heard. Well, who told you? Well, it's anonymous. We can't say. But still, they're sitting there asking you questions, taking down notes, invading your home. And you did nothing wrong. This is what the poor have to deal with. And you'd rather deal in a country like that than in a country in which you are respected. That's another thing a lot of brothers and sisters don't know. Okay, if you are from America, and go into certain areas, you're actually respected. Black Americans and minority Americans, you go into other countries, they respect you. Okay, they're looking to give you things opposed to people in their own country. Now there's more. Let's talk about this now. Let's talk about what's going on over in England. Now, let's talk about what's going on over in England. I was on a radio show about a couple of months ago, and within this radio show, they say there's a situation in Detroit where a mother was found in neglect for refusing to medicate her daughter with psychiatric drugs. That's crazy. That's utterly ridiculous. Drugs come from a word in Revelations, pharmakeia. Pharmakeia is sorcery. They're putting demons on these people, and they're killing these people. This medication is poison, and it's making them brain dead also. And it's very addictive. The pharmaceutical the pharmaceutical companies, you know that they cannot advertise pharmaceuticals in other countries on regular TV? Only in America. It's against the law. Pharmaceuticals is a choice. It's something that you should make. And not only that, there is some medicines that work. There is some medications that work if you need it in an emergency, but usually if you eat right, drink a lot of water, maintain a balanced and healthy lifestyle, you don't need drugs. Okay? Usually the drugs come from vitamin deficiency, and they don't have any vitamins in their food anymore. The water is fluoridated. They're drugging your children from birth. The pharmaceutical companies are behind all of that. They're the eugenicists that are behind the destruction of a people. Vaccinations are poison. You got Hillary Clinton talking about the Somalians now, who are running into the Libya, the Somalians who are suffering. If they run into refuge, they need to get vaccinated immediately. This is what's going on. It's utterly incredible what they're doing, and it's right out in front in your face, and they don't care who knows. They could care less. But let's go back to this Homeland Security thing real quick. Now, if you are looking to travel abroad, you are automatically almost labeled a terrorist. They're already treating you like terrorists. You can't walk through an airport unless feeling like a criminal. It's like, man, listen, this is this is a bottle of water. And they'll look at you like, okay, he got a bottle of water. Let's radiate him through the scanner. This is what they're doing now, brothers and sisters. And they're making it now where Homeland Security is questioning you if you talk about taking a trip. They ask you where you going. I'm taking a trip. Well, who do you know? I don't know anyone. I'm free. I want to take a trip. Is something wrong with taking a trip? I may find that I might like some other place better. Something wrong if I want to move? America is a country that was made out of immigrants. Y'all had no problem moving here. Everybody is from someplace else in America, and they got a problem with you leaving America. They know what the Most High says. They want as many people sitting still as possible so they can execute what they're about to execute. And that's a segue into what's going on over there in England right now. It's amazing how the BBC first of all, we will take that out and then give them the old-fashioned ban. Where the ban at right there? Okay, he's gone. Alright, that didn't happen. Alright, let's talk about what's going on over there in Europe right now. Okay? The water deal. We have the BBC along with the Western World News, and they would make you believe. You should see how they are spinning this story over there in England. They would make you think it's the thugs, and really they're aiming this towards the Black West Indians in the United Kingdom, and making everyone believe that these guys are out of control, and this is the biggest problem that's going on over there in England right now. I was on a radio show a few months ago, and you had these so-called community activists on a show complaining about what they would call the cuts, the austerity measures.